Good evening, Anthony. I am great.
So, did it
Really
work out
excited for
today?
tonight. Really excited for tonight's guest.
I am excited about this guest, but you know what? I've
What are you concerned about, Anthony?
gotta
What's
let you
worrying you?
know.
You look a bit worried.
I'm a little bit worried because in the person that we're getting on is a pretty impressive guy from
Mm,
Louisiana in America. And do you know what
mm,
time it is in Louisiana in America right now?
I don't know. Where is Louisiana? Hang on, let's just have a look. There it is. There it is. There,
Yeah, it's a long way
Louisiana.
from Australia. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. I feel
Mm,
like terrible. If he comes on, he is just an absolute legend. um,
Absolute dead set legend.
so I'm sure we'll get him, but we might
Mm.
not get him right now, or we'll have to postpone his interview because like it's just a
Well,
ridiculous time for
when
him.
did you last? How did you tell us how you made contact with Bill?
Well,
Bill
Bill,
Leahy. Bill Leahy is our guest tonight. But yeah, how did you make contact with him?
so very simple, Dave. I just messaged him on Instagram, and I think it's uh, I think it's pretty cool, like when
Mm,
athletes actually respond to you in that way, and it kind of shows like it's very different from all the other sports. I think we talked about this last week. Like yes, they're popular and people know who they are in the CrossFit space,
yeah.
um, but you know, unfortunately, CrossFit is not as big in the world as we would like it to be, and so it's still awesome that like the athletes are willing to give their time over to podcasts like ours and their
Yeah.
fans and respond to their fans. I think that's awesome. So,
So
you know,
when did you touch base with him? When
a
did you
couple
get
of days
touch
ago was
base
the
with him?
last message I had with him. So
Yeah.
I didn't realize the time difference. But yeah, that was
Did
my
you
mistake.
did you did you tell him that we're in Australia?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said we're in Australia,
Yeah.
and we'd love to have you on and all that sort of thing. So
Maybe that was. Let me just take down Redback sponsors. Great grips. I'm going to just take down the old Redback spider web there.
Do you know?
Um,
Do you know? Like, I have an interesting thing about Bill Leahy. He
mm,
does not have. He does not use pretty much any CrossFit gear. Like, he's just started using CrossFit gear. Like, because he
what do you mean?
doesn't. He doesn't use accessories. He took
You mean
apparently
grips?
he does. Yeah, he uses grips now. I don't know which grips he uses, but
Yeah.
he originally did not use grips. He did not use knee sleeves. He's just
Mm.
started using some of these things in the
He's got
last year
he's
because
got
he kind of
he's
just
got
said
he's got grips here.
didn't use wrist guards
Got
or
he's got wrist
wrist
guards
support.
here.
Yeah, this is
He's
when he like it has changed, but the point
he's got a
being
he's
is
got two food there.
he
We can
did
ask him about
cross
that. We'll
he
ask him
did
about that.
CrossFit. He did
Mm,
CrossFit for like 2 years without any of this stuff.
mm.
So I think that's proof to all of us that we don't he you don't need the gear all the time.
All the gear and no idea. Bill's the exact opposite. None of the gear and a CrossFit Games athlete.
Absolutely. So
How many
and
times? Let's have a look. Let's just stalk him here. Um, CrossFit Games athlete. One time went to the games. One time
it's twice, isn't it? Because he did his Achilles in
he
the
did his
last
Achilles
one.
in the semi-final,
Oh, sorry, he did his Achilles in the semi-final in 2024, and
2024. Yeah.
then and then he had to recover from that. Like, I mean, have you seen him when his Achilles goes? Did you see that
It's
video
on
that I
our
have?
promo video. Yeah, yeah. We'll show it. We'll show it tonight.
It's crazy. He did another 4 box jumps after his Achilles was gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you watch our promo video?
Yeah.
It was in that. Um,
Oh,
um,
of course I
so
watched
so
it.
you just sent him a message. You just sent him a
Hmm.
message, and he writes back to you and goes, "Yeah, I'll come on your show."
Yep.
Maybe it's because we're Australian, and he was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
maybe. Like I just think he's a genuine good guy, you know. So
well."
there's a lot of them in CrossFit. There's a lot of good people in CrossFit,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
attracts good people.
Yep,
So,
yep.
so
One
yeah,
$30,000 check here. What's that for? Is that the
that's
cup?
that was for the
Mhm.
the semi-final in the knockout because he won knockout.
Ah,
So
okay.
to qualify, so for the games.
Oh, for the games this year, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
2025.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All
So
right. Well, look, we can just go through this this little archive of Bill. But so you told him that we're at 7 p.m. live streaming. Not
hmm
too not too many podcast live stream. We should be proud of that.
no, no,
Yep. I mean,
we just go live. We just
off the cuff, off the cuff.
warts and all, whatever happens happens, and
Whatever
we
happens,
just
exactly. And
deal
even
with
if
it.
our guests don't turn up,
It's like the sport of unknowing. It's the podcast of
the
unknowing.
known and often unknowable, more
Yep,
unknowable than known.
yep, exactly. So that's
Um,
how life should be, and you just kind of roll with it.
you
Can't
roll with
have
it.
everything
Okay, so
planned
you
perfectly.
you spoke to him and you said yes, we do a podcast and we'd love to have you on the show.
hmm
And he writes back. What does he write? The first time you made contact with him was that a couple of weeks ago, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So a couple, and so he essentially goes. Look, I'll even bring it up.
mm,
He says. Um, So I gave him the big spiel, and then and like he didn't see it for like a week, and then he said, "Oh man, sorry I missed your DM. Yeah, that. What time were you thinking?"
mm,
I gave him. I said, "We can do this. We can
mm,
pre-record it." I said, "You know what time would suit you? Let's do 24th of September."
mm.
And he said, "Yep, let's do it. Let done." And that's
24th of
it.
September, but that's his.
Yeah. So,
Is that the same
whoop,
date? Have we got the wrong
well,
date?
no, no, it's 24th of September. It's 24th of September there. It's
4
just,
a.m. Four only
yeah.
4 a.m.
So
Holy
we might
shit!
have to be getting up at 7 p.m. his time and doing the podcast. Maybe that's what he's thought. Maybe we'll have to. What time would 7 p.m. be in Louisiana? Let me have a look.
Yeah, just bring it up on the screen. Let's have a look at you searching this shit out.
Okay. You want me to bring this as right?
Yeah,
I'm not the person that normally does that.
just type in 7 p.m. Brisbane. What time is it in
Okay,
Louisiana?
let's do that. We'll go there. Share.
What a
You
what a
seen that?
crazy
Time in
CrossFit.
Louisiana. Can't spell that.
You've got the
When? Uh,
you got the No Quick Fixes website on.
yeah, yep. Brisbane 7. So we want what time? Well, we want. What do we want? Louisiana,
Come on, Bill.
Brisbane
Bill, where are you?
version.
And
Okay.
Tia Claire Toomey's pregnant.
What? How'd you
Is
hear
she?
that?
I don't know.
Did,
That's the talk. That's the talk on the street. Oh, so what time is it in Brisbane?
so
It's
it is.
15
It
hours
is
ahead.
4:08 a.m. So basically, so it's 15 hours
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So
So
Bill.
Brisbane's 15 hours ahead. So 7 p.m. his time will
Okay.
be 10 a.m. our time.
So it's 4 a.m. Holy shit. I don't.
But 10 a.m.
I
if he
didn't realize.
if he wants to do it.
I didn't realize it was that. I should have checked.
Yeah,
We should have talked about this. Bloody hell,
we
Anthony.
we
He's
should
not
have.
going to turn up. 4 a.m. I mean, I suppose there are people that wake up to do the 5 a.m. class every day. They train at 5 a.m. Maybe he's one of
Yeah.
those crazy. Maybe he's one of those crazy people that does the 5 a.m. class.
Well, he's a coach as well, so
Oh, he's a
he's
coach. Yeah,
he CrossFit Mandeville is his
he's a
affiliate.
he's a CrossFit level
So
1, CrossFit level 2. um, okay, and he's still a
hmm,
coach at his local affiliate.
I don't know if he still is. Like
Okay.
he's a pretty interesting guy, Dave, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he doesn't actually even have a coach.
Right.
So he's
Well,
got to the games without a
he is a
coach.
coach. He is a coach. He's got
Yeah, but
himself. He's got himself.
there's no other athlete there that we know. Tell me another athlete that's there without a coach.
Do you think you need a coach? That was one of my questions for Bill. Do you
Well,
think you
clearly
need
you
a
don't.
coach?
Clearly he doesn't. So,
Yeah.
but
Or, yeah, and he's a games athlete, and he should have been a games athlete twice, probably.
yeah,
Other than the unfortunate injury that he sustained. But
absolutely. So,
uh,
but he's an interesting from that perspective. Like if you look at, but can you imagine the promotion that he will get? Like once he because I think he's got the potential. I'm a bit like Hiller. I think he's got the potential to go a long way and
mm,
probably at least be in the top 10 next year
oh
if he's
yeah,
fit. Because he wasn't. He spent most of his time rehabilitating from that Achilles injury, which is
yeah,
one of the worst
yeah,
injuries you can have, right? So he
yeah.
got to the games with that rehab.
Mm,
Um, and even in the games, I was listening to the interview with Hiller. He was just saying how hard the run was in terms of he wasn't fit for the run, and if he had his time again, he probably would have. Um, he probably wouldn't have put as much effort into the run in that
mm,
first event,
mm,
and then being able to because that kind of essentially fried him and his nervous
mm,
system. So,
mm.
but to think that he wasn't as fit as he could have been, and he still got to the games is a pretty he's a very elite athlete, that can
Yeah.
do that.
But you sort of have to say, well, if he was uninjured, what his potential would have been
Well,
um,
yeah,
to have been
uninjured
training.
and then being able to train. So this next season, if he remains injury free and is like,
Mm,
it'll be really interesting. And I think he's got there seems to be a lot of interest from people like Jason Hopper in what he's
mm,
doing as well. So they seem
mm,
to be a little bit scared of him. So when the world's fittest man is kind of asking what you're doing and wondering what you're doing, then
mm,
I think you must be doing something right, right?
mm. Well, and he had this operation. I saw in some of his videos. There was a big scar down the back of his heel.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
that with his surgery. But I wanted to ask him whether he had an MRI scan of his Achilles before the surgery, because
Yeah.
he said that he had he was like healing exceedingly faster than most people, and I just wonder how complete the rupture was, and whether it was like a mid tendon rupture, or whether it was more like a, a bony avulsion,
Mm,
um, because that may cause different rates of healing. Um,
absolutely. But
so
interesting enough, but I can't believe that he could do the 3 or 4 box jumps that he did after he'd ruptured it.
after the injury, yeah, yeah. Should we show the
Like that.
promo? Should we show our promo?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's have
Show
a
the
look.
promo.
So the viewers know what we're talking
That's
about.
important thing. Whole reason this entire gym exists.
What's that?
That sign up there. It's probably the most important.
When did you write that?
I wrote it down like 2 years ago, maybe. That's the reason I started CrossFit.
There he is, so he's up to it there. And he's done one more box jump, 2 more box jumps, 3. a little promo.
That is very cool. So
Three box jumps after recognizing that
something's wrong.
something was not right with his heel. Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
And I'd be also interested to, like, what causes, like, obviously, what causes it at that moment? Like, why? What was the weakness in the body to cause that kind of injury? Because he's box jumping, right? Like, he's not dropping down. Like, like I hear that, you can get really hurt doing box jumps when you jump back off the box and you'd kind of try and get that spring. But obviously, because it's a box jump over, he's sliding his foot. Sliding shouldn't do the damage, you wouldn't think. So where was it that occurred?
I think there still has to be, and obviously there's an element of capacity and demand, but there's still got to be a technical aspect about how the box jump is executed for you to sustain the injury. Like he's just done however many, like say 50 odd, and he's been fine. And then like maybe there's just a little bit less hamstring or quad action during the jump, and he just tries to do a little bit more with his calf, and then that creates the tension that is just a little bit beyond the capacity of the tendon to handle. So it all still has to be a technique thing, and maybe not just a technique, but obviously a fatigue and the resilience.
Yeah,
that is it's a two-part thing: structure and function. Right? We always talk about that, structure and function. But he said that he was never someone that complained about Achilles pain, right? You know how you got always people have their Achilles heel that keeps resurfacing. Like my Achilles heel is my
shoulder.
AC shoulder, and if I push my body a little bit too hard or you do too much overhead, it'll surface and emerge and start to become inflamed. And then other people's it'll be their elbows or the common flexor tendon of the elbow. Yours will be what, your knees or something.
Many things.
Yeah. So like we all have them, but he said, I remember him talking and he said that he didn't feel like he had any weakness or it was never a sore spot for him with running
No,
and jumping.
but he is pretty young, man. He's only 24 now, so he did it when he was 22. So interesting enough, I was looking at some of his other stuff on his Instagram thing today, and he was very good at basketball.
Yep.
And like, I don't know what his height is, but he can slam. He can slam the basketball. He can what do you call it?
He doesn't slam dunk.
Yeah, slam dunk. He can slam dunk.
He doesn't look like a particularly tall fellow, but
he does
maybe
not.
It's a bit deceptive. Maybe he is.
I'm really curious because he was doing it apparently when he was 15, 16. So I don't know. Let's ask. Let's see
rupture severity. Complete tears often necessitate surgery, while partial tears may be treated non-surgically. And how long does it take? How do you recovery time frame after surgery? Achilles.
So as cross, so he's 5'11".
Well,
he's not like. He's 5'11". How was he able to dunk a basketball? I don't know. Like, he's not even 6 foot.
Nuts, hey?
That's so, and clearly he's like, if he played basketball, you would think that he would have some Achilles kind of challenges, if there was a weakness there, right? Because of the nature of that sport. Yeah, interesting.
Absolutely.
So, Dave.
All right. So he's still. Let's imagine that Bill's just woken up. He's brushing his teeth, He's emptying his bladder. We're still waiting here, Bill. We'll keep waiting. Don't worry.
We'll keep
Uh,
waiting. We'll keep waiting. You can
it's,
tell us about the wonderful workout you did today, Dave.
and yeah, our workout today.
Mm,
So good. It was a good complex to start with. It was high hang clean. So just dip and drop into a squat clean.
okay.
And
Was that the
it's a high hang.
three positions, was it?
Yep, 30
The
positions. So
high.
starting with the high, and then the hang squat clean, and then low hang squat clean. And after you do the low hang squat clean, you then went into 2 push jerks.
Right.
So that was the
Awesome.
five repetition
And
complex.
did you keep to the percentages, Dave, or did you try and go past the
Well,
percentages?
it was very limited by that first movement, that first high hang.
Mm,
Like that is just it's just speed under the bar and the shrug and that sort of dip drive shrug under the bar. So that was the limiting factor on the load.
yeah.
That was the limiting factor on the load, and then so I got to 75
Okay.
kilos, 75 kilos. So
That's not bad for a hang clean.
for a high hang,
High
yeah.
hang for a high
My
hang clean.
my my hang clean is substantially more.
Mm.
But the high hang was the limiting factor. And most people were noticing, like even the beasts in the gym were like 80, 85.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody took. Well, it is a deload week this week, but
Yep.
you do realize what's coming next week. You do realize what
The
they're
testing
gonna
week.
do. Yeah.
Testing week.
You know what's
Is
gonna come.
you mean workouts?
You know which workout's gonna come that is gonna
DT
leave
should
us.
not be part of testing week. Oh,
No,
okay.
but it's gonna leave
Uh,
us all on the week. There's gonna leave us all on the floor crying. We
that's
have to
related.
redo it.
Oh yes, the assault bike.
The 50
Yeah,
calorie.
50
Yeah,
calories for time. That's horrible.
yeah. I have
Horrible.
PTSD on that day.
You're gonna do good on that though, because
I
you've been
was happy
you've
with
been
it. No, I was happy with it. Like, and now there's all this added pressure on myself to try and beat the last time, because the last time
pressure's good.
was pretty good, right? It was 1:53. That was
Yeah,
awesome time.
sub
I'm pretty
two,
happy with.
sub two. Yeah.
But now to have to think that I have to go to that same place again and try and beat it it's wrecking with my head. Every time I think about it, I just get the
But
chills.
you kind of know what it feels like, and then you just go, I'm just going to go that little bit harder, little bit
Yeah,
faster, just for one
yeah.
extra calorie, just for
One
one
extra
extra
calorie.
second,
It's
one extra
that's
second.
all it is. I know that's all it is. That's all it is. But it's doing it again. So that's a bit
Yeah.
crazy. But you missed a good one yesterday, Dave. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
there was
What did you do yesterday?
jumping lunges.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping lunges. So it was four rounds. Well, yep, 4 rounds of 1 minute. We had to do Z
It was a
press
max. It
or
was a max
handstand
effort
push.
thing, wasn't it? Right? It was a max
Yeah, it was
effort
a
thing.
max effort on 2 things. So it was a max
Mm-hmm.
effort on box jumps and a max effort on jumping lunges.
Yep. And what was the
Eh,
sort of buy-in
So
thing
the buy-in was
before you could
10
do the max
handstand
effort?
push-ups.
10 strict
10.
handstand push-ups.
Yep.
Yep.
And
And
and then you went into the jumping lunges.
so
Uh,
how much time was that in what time period? 1 minute,
a
2
minute.
minutes?
A minute.
1 minute. So 10 strict handstand push-ups,
Hmm.
and then whatever time you've got left of your
No.
max
That
effort.
was your minute. That was your minute, and then you did another minute. It was like that one we did
Oh,
last
so
week.
2 minutes. So it was 2 minutes.
No,
So you had a
it was a
minute to do your strict handstand push-ups.
4 exercises. Each exercise is a minute,
Okay.
right?
Oh, right.
And your fifth minute is a rest. So the
Okay. So
first minute,
you could have done your 10 strict handstand push-ups in 50 seconds,
yeah.
and then you rest for 10 seconds. Then you go into the 1 minute
Then
of
you go
max
into
effort
the
lunges.
jumping lunges, and
Gotcha.
then you go into
The minute of
five pull-ups,
5 strict pull-ups.
five
Was it? No,
strict pull-ups.
strict chest to bar pull-ups.
No, pull-ups. I think it was just pull-ups.
Wasn't it?
5.
I read 5 strict chest to bar. Maybe
Yeah,
that was the
maybe
fitness one.
it was.
Okay,
And
and then you had another minute to do max effort
box jumps on
box
the
jumps.
30-inch box for RX.
Oh shit!
So
And then 1
was-
minute, 1 minute rest,
and then 1 minute rest and do it again.
and then
So,
and then you hit it hard again.
mm,
For how many rounds of that?
4 rounds.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez,
it
that's tough.
was tough. It was a bit
How
nasty.
many of those 30-inch box jumps were you doing?
I wasn't doing 30-inch box jumps. My legs
24,
don't jump 30.
20, 20, 24, 24?
I did 20 because I knew that the jumping lunges were going to take it out of me, which they
Yep.
did.
Yeah. Of course they would. Yeah.
And I have lunge butt
Wow.
today from those lunges. So
Oh,
we just don't
lunge
do
butt.
lunges enough. So
Yeah.
and tomorrow's
Well,
a
if you'd
tomorrow.
come tonight, if you'd done tonight's workout with the running component, it was like
I would have
it
cried.
was AMRAP, 12-minute AMRAP, 15, no, 12-minute AMRAP,
Med ball
400
cleans.
meter run, 15 wall ball cleans. And
Yeah.
like it doesn't sound much, but when you're just constantly moving and you're doing those wall ball cleans, your quads are just burning up.
That is an under. People don't. I don't like when I remember doing that exercise like 3 or 4 years ago for the first time, and I could not believe how sapping that is, a med ball clean. So to do it properly, like you can kind of, if you're shrugging and pulling and pushing like as if it's a clean, it's a whole different. It's a pretty strenuous exercise.
Yeah. And because you're holding the ball, it's not like you kind of just keep going until you've got the reps done. If you're just doing air squats, for example, you can kind of go, okay, I'm just going to rest at the top. But because you've got this ball in your hand, you kind of just go, okay, I'm going back down again. I'm going to go back down again.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird holding the ball. Yeah, so that was cool. But I didn't. I did train last night, mate. I didn't have a rest day. I had to go home early, and
What did you do?
Guess what I conjured up in my mind driving home.
DT.
I did a version of a DT. So I did 15 calories on the bike, and then 6 push jerks at 70 kilograms, 5 rounds. So I wanted to get, so that's 75 calories of biking and 30 push jerks at 70. So I wanted to get the heart rate high and try to then push out those push jerks unbroken and, with control.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
You did push jerks at 70. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And it was, I don't know, it was taking around 40 odd seconds, 45 seconds for the 15 calories.
Oh, so you were fairly going. You weren't.
Yeah. You wanted to push the bike.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So it was done pretty quick though.
Yeah. It was hard. It was. Oh man, my because the bike seems to drive my seems to drive my quads more than my. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but it makes my quads hurt more than my hammies and glute. And so when you're in this, dip and drive push jerk position, and all you've got to really use is your quads, because you're not hinging, right? You're not hinging.
Yeah.
And your posterior chain is not doing as much work, and so my quads were like on fire. I really had to concentrate on driving and then dropping under, which was it was a good stimulus. I liked it. So it wasn't a complete lazy evening.
Well, that's good. Are you excited about tomorrow's workout, Dave?
I don't know what it is.
I'm excited about tomorrow's workout.
It's not DT. It's not DT.
No. You love DT.
I just know it's coming. Get ready for it. It's coming.
How do you know it's coming?
The programmer, our programmer, told me to get ready for DT because he knows I love DT as well. Okay.
Okay. So
Have you done DT?
Yeah, I've done DT.
Yep. What weight?
50.
Okay. Are you going to go a little bit heavier?
Yeah, I'll go 55 this time.
Yep. 255.
So
255.
I'll work up to 60s RX, isn't it?
No, 70s RX.
It's 70 RX. Bloody hell.
70 kilograms RX. Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah,
Excellent. When was the last time you did it?
I think a month ago with you sometime. I think we did it.
We did like some sort of primer, a DT primer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We did it with Val.
Mm.
We did it with Val. It was like, yeah, that's right. So I've been doing sort of components of DT over the last month or so.
Yeah.
You know, like just I haven't done the whole DT. You know, 'cause it's just so damn scary. I hate that workout.
You love it. Every time you want to do it.
Hate and love that workout. Like if ever you want to punish yourself and say, no, I want to work hard, just do DT.
Just do DT.
Okay. Just do DT.
But they're hang power.
And if you don't have much time, like you just want to get it done. 10 to 15 minutes for the average human.
Yes.
Not the superhuman sub 3 or 4 minutes or something. Insane.
But you do it in about 8 minutes, don't you? 7 or 8 minutes?
No.
You've broken 10 before.
I've broken 10, but that's why I was talking about the niggles. Like my pressing is just so it's just such a weak point for me to hold that weight and keep cycling it over here.
Well, I'm working on my pressing. What I'm going outside every day because we've got a 20 kilo dumbbell outside, and I pick it up. Well, I do 15
strict
first.
Pressing or boom?
And strict pressing, and I just grab the 20 to get my left going stronger. And so I'm doing 20, like I do 5 at 20 with my left, like 3 rounds, and then just put it down and I come back the next day and do it again. Just trying to build that strength there.
That's it. And you'll be amazed at how quickly, if you're consistent, how quickly your body adapts. Yeah.
But it was interesting because yesterday I did it and I was just like, because I really want to try and, it's quite, I know why those Globo gyms, they're really helpful when they have like mirrors and stuff. So we've got the glass door that I can see, and it's really good to see your form when you're doing that, because sometimes obviously in CrossFit gyms, they don't have mirrors at all, which is a good thing, but you can't see yourself, right? You got to have the coach seeing it. Or you've got to know how it feels. But it was nice to be able to see it and go, oh, okay, actually, I need to bring my arm further across. It needs to be closer to my ear. It needs to be, because, there's a tendency for it to go.
Oh, God, yeah, like this.
Yeah, it goes out to the side a little bit.
Or like this. Or you're arching forward and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Because I got to do those. Kind of do those crazy things that we did in the Deca, right? Which was the 22.5 kilo, like double.
Yep. Double dumbbell.
Yeah, that was the hardest. So if I can work on getting that faster, that would be good. So, because that's coming up soon, isn't it, Dave?
The Deca Atlas visitation from the Spartan Deca people. Yeah, we're gonna have a Deca Atlas event at the gym for all the OCR people. For all the OCR people to just have a little dip the toe in the water of a CrossFit style Spartan race.
That is awesome. That is so cool.
Our guys are going to absolutely smash it. I think Jet and Jono will probably get the bloody new world record.
That'll be cool, man. How cool would that be? How cool will that be?
I can't remember, the world record was like 9 or 10 or 11 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
I think our guys will beat that easy. Well, not easy, but I think our guys will beat that.
Yeah, I think they could. What did you do it in? You did it in 22, was it? Something like that. So they're normally like.
And we'd already trained that morning. We'd already done our session.
Yeah. Even though you're like elite still, Dave.
Elite old person.
They're elite.
Semi-finalists can't make past that.
So they
Yeah.
would they'd probably be as just as like double you. So
Yeah. I
so
don't know.
so yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I reckon they could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of weird movements in it there though that kind of take you off, and you can't drop the barbell as well. So there's those little rules about that. But
That won't bother
they'll
me.
sprint through the deadlifts. They'll sprint through the like those farmers carries are going to be nothing. Remembering that what they looked like in Tori and
Mm,
Jet and
mm.
Jono when they were doing the 62.5 kilo.
They'll
Uh,
make it.
they
It'll
were
be a
just
sprint.
running with
It'll
them.
be a sprint for them. I mean, and it's not to say that some people might not be able to beat them, but it's just that there's probably not a lot of high-level CrossFitters that have done the Deca Atlas.
I
So
know, but that
the current world standing has
mm,
been put forward by obstacle course racing people, right?
mm, mm,
So when the high-level CrossFitter gives it a crack, they'll do really well.
that's exciting. That'll be pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
imagine that. Yes, we'll be putting up some posts saying that we've got the fastest Deca Atlas athletes.
Yeah, in the
That's
world,
pretty cool.
in the
In the
world, in the
world.
world. Which
You
will
want to come and do?
probably, it'll
You want to
probably,
learn how to do Deca? Come to this CrossFit gym and learn how to do
yeah,
it.
yeah. So we might get a few obstacle course racing people joining the CrossFit
That would
gym.
be cool. That would be cool. So, all right, Dave. I think
Mhm.
we've rabbited it on for 40 minutes quite easily. So we've got no problems in talking rubbish and shit.
Mm.
But I think we should
Is he going to come
probably.
back? You going to get him back?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's going to be an issue. I just think he's asleep.
Because
So
like there was at least 5,000 people waiting
I
for
know,
us to present
I know,
this
I know. No,
podcast.
we'll definitely get him back.
So
I'm going to try and. Uh,
Anthony apologizes from the deepest depths of his heart that
yes, I
he
do.
didn't.
From the deepest depths of my heart, that I did not have it organized, and
Oh my God,
I
Anthony!
will.
4 a.m. Did you check?
I'll
Did you tell?
never. I will
Did you
never.
say? Just checking, Bill. That is 4 a.m. Are
Dave,
you okay with
I got like a CrossFit Games athlete, so like he's willing to come on. So I didn't mess around with that stuff. It was the
Anthony?
message and the
Anthony,
communication. So
you know that emoji. You know that emoji that looks like the dude with the eyes all wiggly, and that's what
mm,
I want to.
mm.
I just want to bring that emoji up right now and put it on your head.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh
Understandable.
God.
But he will come on. He will come on. And but the question for you, Dave, is whether you want to. Have you got time at 10 o'clock tomorrow? If because I just looked at the time of
10
what
a.m.
17.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh, I wouldn't be able to do it 10 a.m. I've got a clinic
you got
full of
patients. You got
patients with
clinics.
broken
Hmm.
spines. But can you send him a message and we'll just do a pre-recorded show one day?
Yeah, we will do a
It-
pre-recorded show.
we'll do a pre-recorded show on the weekend or something,
Yep,
and then we'll publish it next Wednesday
absolutely.
for all of the guests. Look, someone else just started watching.
Yeah.
Has anyone got anything to say? Anyone want to send through a comment? Anyone want to abuse Anthony? Feel free. Now's your opportunity. Abuse away, people. Abuse away.
If Val is there, maybe I'm going to get an abuse. So
Valerie came to the late class, so she's only just left.
okay. So she won't be able to abuse me then. That's good.
She won't be able to
I
abuse.
probably
Yeah.
I have the lack of people to abuse. It's only up to you, Dave. So you'll never let me live this down. I know that, but we will get him. We will
Yep.
talk to him. Um,
Yep.
and then we'll organise some more exciting guests to come as well. So
Who else have you got lined up?
more CrossFit athletes if we want, Dave. Like we've got
Yep.
lots of ones
Yep.
in the
Yep.
Australian
Yep.
space. I think
One
we
of
can
the
talk to.
Australian guys, one of the Aussie guys from the Toria. Yep. 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 Okay. We won't
So
give too much away.
no, we
And the
won't give too
time
much.
difference won't be a problem. The time difference won't be a problem.
No, not for Australia. So it'll be just
I'm
that
just
won't be an
joking.
issue.
He lives in the same town as us.
Yes, he does. Well,
Um,
yes. So yes, we'll definitely have some more athletes coming.
yeah,
We just have to, but we will get Bill Leahy as well, and I think his
Bill
story is going
Leahy,
to be
the fourth. I actually saw it was Bill
the
Leahy the
fourth.
fourth.
Yes,
Holy
yes,
moly! I
yes.
want to
But
ask
he
him
just
about that as well. I want to ask him about that. Like, how do you? Is he royalty or like that's like reserved? That type of thing's reserved for King Henrys and stuff.
yeah. Well, I mean, his family history will be pretty much. Well, Leahy's French, isn't it? Isn't that like because Louisiana
Yeah.
has a French connection,
Okay.
doesn't it?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it
So
does.
maybe he's got
Um,
a long line of conquerors or something. You
yeah,
know, in his
yeah,
blood. Okay.
yeah. So we
So
will
we'll
do
talk.
a
We'll
pre-recorded
go through all
show with
about
him.
that. Mm. Did you want to say anything else about things that you've done? Tier Invitational. I didn't watch that. No, the Worlds. Give us a rundown
Uh,
about the
well,
tier
the Worlds
world.
were disappointing, to be honest,
Yeah.
from an Australian perspective, and from a world's perspective. And North America won again. Um, Pat Bellner looked like he was. I think even said even Hiller kind of gave an inference that maybe he's on the
So who
juice
was in
because he
who
was
was
so
in
strong
who was in the world team?
in the
Vellner?
world team. In the world, no, the world team. No, he's North America.
Oh,
So
Vellner's Canada, but he's
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's North America, right?
So
Yep.
Canada and America were all essentially one team.
Combined. Okay.
So we had Tia, Grace
Tia.
Walton,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
um, the English girl. What's her
Was
name?
Ricky,
Emma.
Ricky,
Ricky was there.
Ricky as
Ricky,
well? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jay Crouch,
Jay and the
Guy,
Brazilian guy, the Guy Malheiros.
Guy
Okay,
Mahiris.
that's five.
So
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
the what's the English girl? What's her name? Kringle, is
The
it?
one that came second, Amy Pringle.
Yeah, yeah, her.
Oh, okay. Hang on,
So
is she English or Irish or? Oh no, she's English. Yeah, yeah.
she's English.
Okay,
So
yeah, yeah.
and Tia, obviously.
And
And then
Tia.
on the American side was Danielle,
Mhm.
um, um, Danielle Brandon, Jason Hopper, Dallin Pepper, Justin Medeiros,
Mhm.
uh,
That's a
Pat
pretty
Vellner.
formidable team as well.
Oh, it is like like when you look at actually where they
No
appeared on
Sprague,
the
no James
games.
Sprague,
No
no
James
no
Sprague.
Sprague.
That was a big talking point. Why did he
What
not get an
the
invite?
hell? Did they
So,
talk about that on the broadcast? Did they say where's Sprague?
well, he
Or did
didn't
they
get an
say
invite because it's invite only, right? Because and then you had to ask like, why did they? Uh,
what was Vellner doing there,
well, what was
Mister?
Guy doing there? What was Guy doing there? Honestly, because he didn't go to the games, right? So obviously he's going to win the lifting thing, which he did. Um, but he also let us down in a bunch of other parts. So I thought, he let the world down, Guy, in
Really?
terms of his
Oh,
fitness and level of fitness. Um,
right, right.
Jay, I thought would have done better. Like Ricky was solid. Ricky was absolutely solid throughout the whole
Yeah. Wasn't there
event.
some weird type of events? Wasn't there like a laser tag thing? Like
There was
I have to tune in to watch that because
there
it
was
was
a
like a
laser
shoot.
shooting.
It was a shooting thing.
Yeah, it was like how you do it. You had to like. Funny enough, they do that in obstacle racing as well because Svetlana had to do it in the Spartan race. They had
Some
to like
shooting,
do a
shooting
laser
with a high
shooting.
heart rate.
Yeah,
Probably
so
not the
that's the point. So
probably not the best week to bring on a shooting event.
well, it's only laser pointing. It doesn't give a kickback or a gun or anything like that. So
Okay,
so
okay,
so it's just like a biathlon in when they're doing the skiing
right,
and shooting. So
right, right.
it's a good combination because you have
Yeah,
to
so what did you have to
steady your
do? What
heart.
did you have to do before shooting the little laser tag gun?
I can't remember what they did, but
Right.
the interesting one is they had a lot of like the events were pretty cool. Like they had
Mhm.
one event that I saw, which was Grace and what's the other one? What's the other one? The snatches and the clean and jerks, like the
Isabel,
30 clean
Isabel.
Isabel. Yeah. So
Mhm.
they had Grace and Isabel, and everyone.
Combining the 230 reps.
No, so one person had to do Grace against the other person from the other team, and then you got a
Okay.
point whoever won. And then the next
Mhm.
one was did Grace again, but at a higher weight. And then Isabel went up, and then they did. Everybody had to compete against another person on the team. So that
Okay,
was
so
pretty
there was
cool.
it wasn't, yeah, so the whole team has to contribute
Yeah, and
as
then they
opposed to
had
selecting.
but
Okay.
interesting enough, like Ricky was against Jason Hopper on lots
Oh,
of different events, and he won. He won.
he beat him? He pipped him
He
all the
beat
time?
him. He beat him. It was so funny. Like
Wow,
they had.
awesome.
So that was pretty cool. So I hope Ricky's there next year. I hope he brings it next year. So and
Yeah.
just he needed to. Again, according to the P score, he actually won.
Okay.
Did
Oh,
you
you
know that?
mean the games?
Mm,
The
mm.
CrossFit? Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, the P score, the P
So
scoring system.
because he's more consistent. He was more consistent than Hopper.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
so he could. He's got the potential, man. He's got the
Yeah.
potential. So, but the
And
Wodapalooza was good.
I did see some people saying Tia Claire Toomey was underperforming. Is that right? Or
She was underperforming. She wasn't anywhere near as good as
she
what
didn't dominate the girls
she
that
didn't
she was
dominate.
matched up against.
No, no.
Right,
So
right.
I don't know why. Like then people are going, "Oh, is she pregnant? Or is she this?" You said it before. I don't know
Well,
if
that's
you
what
heard
I heard.
something.
Someone must have put out there that she was pregnant.
Yeah, there was a meme going on, like people
Oh,
looking at the events and going, "Was she pregnant? What's
was it
going
just
on?
me,
Why is she?"
or was she just
Well,
jet lagged? Did
yeah,
she
I
mention
think
anything in her interviews, post-event interviews and stuff? Like saying,
no, but
"Oh,
she's not doing. But she's not doing Rogue.
and she's not doing Rogue, right?"
She
So
pulled out of Rogue.
maybe that's the trigger
And
for the meme.
the funny thing, guess who is doing Rogue? Laura's doing Rogue.
Or
So,
Beth.
which is a bit
Okay.
disappointing because it would have been good to see. I want to see Tia versus Laura again.
Yeah.
That
I
would be.
like the Rogue Invitational. I
Yeah,
like
well,
the
it's
games, Rogue Invitational, then Torian Play.
yeah.
They're my three favorite CrossFit events to watch.
I tell you what,
Um,
though, Wodapalooza has got some serious issues around safety, though. Those like at night time, it
mm.
must be the humidity or whatever's going on, but they are slipping and sliding on those mats.
Was this world thing at Miami? Was it?
hmm hmm
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
they were doing. So one of the events that I saw at the end was you had to do 3 rope climbs, and
Hmm.
then you had to, and then like it was different for each pair, but they
Hmm.
had to do 10 dumbbell snatch,
Hmm.
alternate dumbbell snatch. They would then do 8, and the dumbbell would go up in weight, and then they would go 6, and it would go up in weight again. But the final one, which I think Ricky was against Hopper, I think the final weight of the dumbbell was 100 pounds, 110 pounds.
Mm.
So it was like 90, 100, 110 pounds.
Jesus.
So they had to do like 10
And what were they doing with it?
snatches,
Carry. What? Dumbbell
dumbbells.
snatches.
Yep.
Holy sugar.
Holy
From
sugar.
the
Absolutely.
floor. From the floor.
From the floor. From the floor.
Holy you just like fall out of your hand as you're like,
Like that's 60 kilos that you have to snatch.
that's
and and
incredible.
and so to put that in perspective, that's almost 3 times the RX weight. It's almost 3
Mm.
times the RX weight. Well, 2.8 or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's
So,
insane.
yeah.
Didn't know that you get Stocko dumbbells that heavy.
I know.
The heads on them must be like plates. Like
I know. Like they're just ridiculous. Like lifting them up, and you
yeah,
can see
because
like every part of them is like straining as they
yeah.
get this amount up. Like it's
Did you watch? Was it just on YouTube? Did you watch it on, or was it
yeah, it was
broadcast?
on YouTube. It was
Yeah,
broadcast on YouTube. So and it was a
most
really good
most
time as well. It
most
was like
CrossFit events just broadcast on YouTube, don't they? Unlike the WFP that wants you to go to their website and watch their
no,
broadcast. So
there,
stupid. So
yeah.
stupid.
it's crazy. Apparently, good old Brian Friend was there, and he was running
at the
amok.
Wadapalooza, at the Cheer
He was
Wadapalooza.
trying to
Well,
get people to not to do the CrossFit Games or some ridiculous thing. You know, it was just like, just stop, just you gotta
we've got
find a way
rejects.
to make this to work together.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. I did use ChatGPT for something. I asked ChatGPT, what is the prospects of the World Fitness Project succeeding?
and what did it say?
It was unsure.
But like, did it give its reasons?
It just could not commit to an answer, which is weird.
What?
Like that means that there's so many things that it's found on the internet that it's processing as, hang on, this is a red flag,
Mm.
right?
Did you say what? Did you ask it like how will CrossFit go? How will Cross?
I didn't get that into it, but
Yeah.
I also asked it. Is the World Fitness Project CrossFit? And it said no. Okay.
Oh,
And then
no.
you ask it, is the Rogue Invitational CrossFit? It says yes. Okay. You then ask it, is Wadapalooza CrossFit? It says yes. You
Mm-hmm.
ask it, is the Torian Pro CrossFit? Yes. It does not say the World Fitness Project is CrossFit.
Right.
That's crazy. That
That
shows
is
how
crazy.
they just divide the community,
Well,
which
they
is
need
the
to find a.
last thing you need to do.
They need to like it need if it's to be around next year, it has to be around. They have to find some kind of common ground with CrossFit because the athletes are going to get hurt, because or they're just going to.
Well, they're just not even trying. It's
Exactly.
just such an unexciting event. No one gets G'd up. No one cares. No, they're just there for
It,
their paycheck. And as an athlete, I'd be there too if I don't have
yeah,
to
yeah.
do anything. I'm going to get my pro card, blah blah blah. I get my pro
Mm,
card through my performance in true CrossFit events, and I
yeah,
just rock up with
absolutely.
this little junket, take my money and go. Like, well, that's not a business model of success.
No, no. So,
Crazy. These guys are
so
crazy. What business school did they come from? The business school of bloody, what's his name? Will Morad. Will
Will
Morad's
Moran.
business. Will
Will
Morad's
Moran.
business school.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know.
But I heard. Have you seen the new Have you seen the new Happy Gilmore?
The golf fellow. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Have you
You
seen the
made me watch
second
it. You
one?
made me watch it. You made me watch it. It was a pile of shit.
It was. Come on.
No,
Did you?
I watched the first one and then I backed it up with the second one, and I loved the first one. I was in
Right.
hysterics. My eyes were welling up with
Did you not
laughter,
feel like that the second one was
and maybe
almost
I just got
a
saturated with
connection with
him
CrossFit and WFP?
a little bit. Yeah, a
So
little bit.
I listened to
Yeah.
the podcast between Will and between Bill Leahy and Andrew Hiller, and they were talking
Mm,
about that, and I went, yeah, absolutely, it was because
mm.
they're trying to create this new thing that's
Well, it's
like
like live golf.
golf.
Live golf
Yeah,
is the better one.
exactly, exactly.
The Saudi Arabian competitor for the PGA.
Mm,
And it all collapsed, and then they all just go, let's all play together again.
yeah.
You know,
So
the only
hopefully
difference
that's what
is that
happens.
the Saudi Arabians were funding it, the sheiks,
Hmm.
as opposed to Will Morab. Bit of a difference.
There is a big difference. So,
There's a big
all right, man.
difference. Okay.
I will organise something with Mr. Leahy, and we will go from there. So,
And Anthony is exceedingly apologetic.
right, Anthony is exceedingly apologetic. Yes,
Sorry,
but
sorry, subscribers, but still, like, subscribe, share to
yeah,
the only live streamed Australian podcast
CrossFit
for
Australian
CrossFit
podcast.
affiliate members. Yeah.
Podcast. Yes. All right, Dave. See
See
you,
you, mate.
mate.